ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
I can understand ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದವರು. Okay. All right. So today I'll be speaking on this topic. Let's fight depression. So ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನೆನಪು ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೊಂದು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ನೆನಪಾಯಿತು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಡಿಡ್ ವಾಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹರೇಕಲಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹರಿಕಲಾ ನಿಯರ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಶಿ ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇರ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಶಿ ವಿಸಿಟೆಡ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ she started talking with people about what they know about depression basically. So she was totally surprised that she interviewed 200 people, more than 100 women and rest men. Okay, and you will be surprised that of the 200 people, only one person knew the term depression in Kannada, khinnate or depression, as it is known in English. Only one person out of the 200 people she interviewed knew this word. So that was really shocking for us when we saw at all the interviews of 200 people. So what it suggests is there is a clear lack of awareness about what exactly is depression. Okay, so many times what happens is when people think of depression, they just think of sadness, besara alva. In Kannada it is bejaru ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಸರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So they only think about normal day-to-day sadness, which any of us can experience, because all of us as human beings have to go through a set of emotions, okay, based on whatever circumstances we are in or whatever situations we face in our life. We go through a whole set of emotions, and sadness is also one of those emotions. But depression is not equal to just sadness. Okay, and another problem that which was very apparent during the recent celebrity suicide, you must have read about and seen various news pieces and posts on the very sad demise of Sushant Singh Rajput, a very promising young actor, a Hindi Bollywood actor. So basically one thing that was very apparent when there were discussions going on was he didn't look depressed at all. Like ಅವನ ಮುಖ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Like lot of people were telling like that. Even one TikTok star passed away a few days back. Everybody was commenting like, she, looking at her, how can we, she didn't look depressed at all. So what I would like to stress in the beginning itself is that depression doesn't have a look. Okay, depression, you cannot make out that somebody is going through depression just by looking at someone's face. I agree, your face will probably show sadness. If somebody is sad, you can definitely make it out by looking at their face. But depression is more than just sadness. Okay, sadness is one important feature of depression, but it is not only day-to-day sadness. It is more than that. So as you can see in the painting that my student has made, you can see that the individual inside feels like trapped. Okay, and there is so much suffering. Like you can see there, from the inside, the soul of this person is telling that I want some help, I want some care and attention. Whereas on the surface, people can wear a mask. They can be smiling, they can be normal like anybody, right? And they can go through their life as if nothing has really happened to them. But inside there is a lot of pain and struggle that people who are going through depression can experience. So the depression, let's talk. I think let's talk was the theme announced by World Health Organization few years back when the theme was on depression. So it's very important that all of us talk about and speak about depression. Okay, so you will be surprised, 1 in 20 people fight with depression. This is statistics from the National Mental Health Survey. NIMHANS spearheaded, NIMHANS Bangalore, which is a premier psychiatric institute in this country. It spearheaded a research program in 2017-18, I think, I'm not very sure, So they did a survey all throughout India, going to various households and interviewing people, and they found out that at any point of time, 1 in 20 people fight with depression in India. So this is such a huge problem. Okay. And depression, what happens is, because you cannot really make out depression so easily, people who are depressed can face difficulties. Like if it is a young person who is going through depression, he will have difficulty in academic performance. He will not be doing very well in school or college. If it is a person who is going to a job, he may not be able to perform very well in his job. He may lose his efficiency. He may not be very productive in his job and find it very difficult to manage with his job. And a person who is married probably will have very difficult time managing his family, having a good time with his family. So depression can affect each and every person right from a very young age to an elderly age. Okay. And can cause lot of problems in terms of ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಓದ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋದು. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, people find it very difficult to be very happy and satisfied with their life, because our satisfaction depends on, for a child maybe it depends on how well they do or how well they enjoy school. For a young person it depends on how they enjoy their job, and for probably an elderly person it depends on how they enjoy their life, how they look at their life, how they enjoy time with their family. So if all these things get affected, then definitely their efficiency or their life satisfaction, quality of life comes down. So one thing is for sure, again, the National Mental Health Survey which was done, it shows that females, female gender is more susceptible to develop depression. Also people who are from a lower socioeconomic background, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹಣಕಾಸಿದ್ದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಉಂಟು, ಈಗ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವೈರಸ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು earn a livelihood. Such people are extremely susceptible to develop depression. Also ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಓದು ಬರ್ದೇ ಇರೋರು, ಯಾರು ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಥವರಲ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ದಟ್ people who are living in a urban metro, who are in metropolitan cities, okay, they are also much more vulnerable than people who live in rural areas. Also if somebody is widowed, yaradru husband ಅಥವಾ ವೈಫ್ ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಗಂಡ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ quite common. Another important age groups that we have to keep in mind is basically even young children. Okay, even kids who are going to high school can go through lot of problems, can develop depression also. They are also not except they are not ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು. And another group of population which is susceptible for depression is women who have just delivered their child. Okay, it is something known as postpartum state. So ಯಾರು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ, and going through the pregnancy itself is so stressful. And again when you go through the delivery, your body goes through lot of changes, as well as there are lot of hormonal changes that happen in your body. So and papu chikkadirಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it is so difficult to take care of the child, because the young child does not sleep at one time. It keeps waking up in the night to feed, so there is lack of sleep, significant lack of sleep. All that can lead to, or all that can make someone vulnerable to develop depression. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರದ್ದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಗಳಿರೋ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಯಂಗ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾರೋ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ಬಟ್ you can definitely see some signs and symptoms. That is, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನು ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಹ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೂಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಕ್ಲೂಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್? ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ skip school. For example, a young person can skip school or college, or a person who is going to a job may stop going to job or become irregular to office. Also, a person who is depressed can avoid going to social situations. They may avoid going to marriages or family functions or work get-togethers, office get-togethers. They may avoid such social things. Also, they may stop taking care of their appearance and hygiene. So they may not be able to take care of their personal hygiene sometimes. This happens in moderate to severe depression. In mild depression, you may not be able to make out any change in this. Also, young people especially can do some reckless behavior. What kind of reckless behavior? They may start using drugs like alcohol, cannabis, because alcohol and cannabis may give them momentary pleasure or momentary escape from the difficult emotions that they are going through because of depression. So so people who are not at all using drugs may also start using drugs when they become depressed, because depression itself is so much painful inside that somehow the drug gives them escape from their difficult reality. Also, young kids can stop doing their homework properly. They don't get work done at school or work. And other thing is, this is also a very important feature of depression. People lose interest in their hobbies or activities. Like, for example, all of us have some activities at least which we thoroughly enjoy, okay, other than our work, I mean, right? So somebody can be very much interested in painting, or somebody may be interested in listening to music or dancing, or somebody may be interested in going to social situations, going and talking with their friends, okay, or they may be interested in writing. Such interesting and pleasurable hobbies or activities, some person can lose interest in those pleasurable activities because of depression. So this is a very important symptom where ಬರೋ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗಳು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಆಸಕ್ತಿನೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ interest in whatever was pleasurable for me before. So that is one important symptom that patients tell. Also, another thing that we see in people is they start withdrawing themselves from close family and friends. So they don't meet with friends, they don't meet with colleagues. They just withdraw themselves, ಒಂಥರ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನ್ ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ಸಡನ್ ವೇಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಸಡನ್ ವೇಟ್ ಗೇನ್, ರೈಟ್? In a matter of month or two, somebody can lose a lot of weight or even gain a lot of weight, which is very unusual. You would have never seen that person like that, but they suddenly gain or lose weight. Another thing is, a person who is very sad can also appear very angry. They may become angry for very trivial reasons, very small reasons. They get very upset and they may start shouting at someone, or they may start screaming at someone, right? On the outside, it appears as if they are very rash and rude, but what's exactly happening is they feel very sad inside and hurt inside. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ, I'll give you an example. If you have a wound on your hand, okay, ಒಂದು ಗಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. If somebody comes and touches your hand, what will you do? You will scream in pain, correct? So in the same manner, if somebody is depressed, he is having so much hurt and pain inside that small triggers can make them very angry. And this angry outburst, or people getting provoked or angry for small reasons, is very commonly seen in teenagers. ಯಾರು ಟೀನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಥವಾ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ದಾಟಿದವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದೇ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ have this important symptom. They get extremely angry for very trivial reasons. So these are some of the things that you can see outside. Now, what you don't see in depression, because I told you, you cannot make out depression just by looking at someone's face. So what you cannot see basically is, one is, a person with depression has lots of thoughts, which are negative. They have a negative theme. So they talk, there is a lot of negative self-talk that goes in their head. For example, a person who is depressed may start telling himself that I am not good at school, I am a very bad person, I am worthless, okay, I am not good at dancing, I don't have any special talents, my life has got no meaning. So these kind of negative self talk can be going on all the time. They may also experience headache, ತಲೆನೋವು ಸಹ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದು ಹೆಡೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್. ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಅಪ್ಸೆಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸುವಾಗದೆ ಇರೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಪೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಲಬದ್ಧತೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಸೊ they may say that they have lot of indigestion, they have lot of heartburn, so their stomach seems upset all the time, okay. Also a person may experience feeling numb, okay, or usually clients describe that they are unable to experience any emotion. They are not sometimes they may say that I'm not happy, I'm not angry, I'm not sad also. Sometimes I feel very numb, I don't feel any emotions. Even that can be experienced. Many people have lot of thoughts that they are somehow worthless, they don't have a future, so they feel very hopeless and they get very angry and irritable. And children or people who require lot of focus or concentration in their work, they feel that it is very difficult to concentrate on stuff in their school or work. Also they have lot of memory disturbances. They tell that I cannot remember even small things. Like my wife told me to remember 10 things, but or 4 things, I forgot all the 4 things when I had to call my wife back. So memory disturbances are very common. And as I told already, they don't enjoy things which was pleasurable before. But ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ they can also experience lot of muscle stiffness. ಮೈಕೈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋವು ಅನ್ಸೋದು, ಮೈಕೈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಂಗ ಆಗೋದು, ಎಳೆದಂಗ ಆಗೋದು, ಸೆಳೆತ, ಒಂಥರ ಬಿಗಿ ಹಿಡ್ದಂಗ ಆಗೋದು ಮೈಕೈ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ಮಸಲ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಸಲ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸೀನ್. ಆಲ್ಸೋ usually clients describe that they have low motivation for everything. So they don't have energy or drive to do stuff. They cannot take initiative to do something. Like for example, they decide that today I will sit and read a chapter from science, but when they wake up, they don't have any energy, they don't have any drive to start working on that. Also people with depression lose their sexual desire, right? So they may lose interest in their partner or wife or husband, because their sexual drive or libido, which is the medical terminology for that also goes down, okay. And people feel very fatigued. Fatigue is another important thing that many patients with depression say. ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು ಇಫ್ ಐ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಸಂಜೆವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ನನ್ಗೇನ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ changes in appetite. For example, somebody may feel that they don't feel hungry at all, whereas other person may feel that they are excessively hungry. And another thing that you can see in depression is sometimes when they feel very hurt or very sad, they feel that if they eat certain foods, they feel a little comfortable. So something known as comfort eating. So that excessive eating may lead to a lot of weight gain. Also, patients with depression can have difficulty sleeping. That is, they either find it very difficult to go to sleep, they may take a long time to go to sleep, or they may wake up many times in between sleep, or they may go to sleep but they may wake up very early in the morning. For example, they may wake up at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, when everybody in the family is sleeping, and they feel extremely disturbed because they don't know what to do. They are unable to go back to bed. So these are some of the things, these are some of the signs and symptoms which you don't see on the face, okay. You will have to ask the person, or you will have to live with that person to really understand all these other symptoms of depression. Now, one important thing that you should remember is, many patients with depression, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರೊಂಥರ ನಾಚಿಗೆ ಮುಳ್ಳು ತರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Have you seen this plant, touch me not plant? So this is a very interesting plant. You go and touch the leaves of this plant, it will immediately curl itself, the leaves fold, okay. So ನಾಚಿಗೆ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. So patients with depression who desperately need help, when you approach them, sometimes they feel taken aback, and because it is so difficult to share with someone about your personal sufferings and pains, they may, revolt it. They may say that no, I don't have any problem, why are you even suggesting me something like this, I don't want your help. So they may just try to push you away. So I have written here, those who desperately need help may be the ones who curl up in their shells when approached. So ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಅಥವಾ ತುಂಬಾ ದೂರ ತಳ್ಳಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ನಮ್ಗೇನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಈ ತಲೆನೋವು, ನಾವು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನ್ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋವು ಇರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂತು ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂಥರ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗಿಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂಥರ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಆಗಿಯೋ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಆಗಿಯೋ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ದೂರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ keep this in mind when you are talking with someone who you feel that is going through a rough patch or who is going through some difficult times. So what can we do? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬರದೇ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಈಗಿನ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಕ್ರೈಸಿಸ್, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನನಗನ್ಸೋದು ಒನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಇಸ್ ಬಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ? ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಏನೋ ಪಾಪ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶಾಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಸ್ ಅನೇಬಲ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಿಸ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ he is unable to score very good marks in the test. Don't become too rash towards him, or don't start judging him. Don't immediately tell that you have not put any effort, this is not enough, you are not going to do anything in your life if you get low marks like this. Don't take that kind of a stance. Be very compassionate. Okay, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಗ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿಮೆನ್ ವೇರ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೈಫ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಹರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಹರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಒಂಚೂರು ಓಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಏನೋ ಮರ್ತ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ರ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ಮದರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ ಏನೋ ಪಾಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೋ ಒಂದಿನ ಹೇಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಬೇಗ, ಒಂದಿನ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ, ಬಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನೇಟ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವೇನೋ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂಡರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇರುವ ಕೆಲವು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೋ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಏನೋ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ ಒಂದು ಡೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಡೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್, but they are unable to achieve those goals. So be compassionate at this time. So I know you cannot just leave your employees that okay, ಕೆಲಸನೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, but at least what we can remember is we can be compassionate. Okay, we can give them clear instructions that how they have to be, but at the same time we can still be very kind to them. So that is very important. Other thing that we have to remember, all of us, I feel is, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರುವ ಏರುಪೇರುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು ಇರೋರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹೆಸಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅವರ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸಸ್, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ hesitant to speak about our vulnerabilities. Okay, ನಮ್ಗೇನೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ಸ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು we don't share our vulnerabilities because thinking that others will judge us to be weak. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನನ್ನ ದಡ್ಡ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಕೇಪಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಆ ತರ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇ ಏನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅನ್ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ನಮಗ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು, ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, if we can share it with someone, you may think that people will be judging you as weak, but in reality ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಯಲಿ ಕರೇಜಿಯಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ವನ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. I see a lot of clients who are going through so many problems. They feel relieved when they are able to discuss some problems that they are going through with someone. And also they feel proud about themselves. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಡೋ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಿನ್ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಕ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಿನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದೆ, ನಿನ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಂದ ಕಿತ್ತಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬಾಸಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ. ಈ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರಿಬ್ರಿಂದ ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಇಡೀ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ we should decide that we should be more open about talking about our mental health issues. We all have mental health issues. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡವರು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರೋ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಆಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ I will not believe it, because I have gone through it. I am pretty sure all of us have gone through it. So when we are going through some difficult situations in our life, let us be very open about talking about it. Next, definitely a healthy lifestyle is something which you can easily do, okay, by investing ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ, ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದಿನ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ 10-15 ನಿಮಿಷನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮನೇಲಿ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಯು ಹೆಲ್ದಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ your chances of developing depression definitely ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ deprive themselves of sleep because they want to be on social media, they want to be some gaming or something like that at night. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದು. ಸೊ I have seen people who deprive themselves of sleep for years and develop signs of depression also. So ನಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಯಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ವಿಟಮಿನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಫೈಬರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಯಟ್ ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ take simple steps. Okay, for example, obviously exercise, sleep and balanced diet are also very important in stress management. Another thing that you can do is every day give some time for yourself to do something which is pleasurable to you. For example, you can do some writing poetry, or you can do some painting every day, or you can read some book, or you can play some game with your child. Okay, so give some time which you for some activity which you thoroughly enjoy. So have some hobby. That is one thing which you can do. Other thing is ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲುಕಿದಾಗ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if I get low marks in one internal exam, imagine I am a student, I get low marks in one internal exam, I may suddenly get a thought that I am a worthless student, or I have joined MBBS and in the first internal examination itself I have scored so low marks, I am not going to be a good doctor. Thinking that you are not worthless just because you have scored less marks in one internal exam is too much. Okay, or thinking that you are not going to be a good doctor because you have scored less marks is also too much. So if we can become aware, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ತರದ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರದ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ತರ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಚೂರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. So these are some simple tips by which you can manage your stress. Yeah, another important thing is, ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್, how you can identify depression we saw, and how you can prevent depression we discussed. Also we discussed about how you can help someone with depression. It's also important that you refer people who have depression to a professional. For example, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾರು ಒಂದು ದಿನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇ ಅದನ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾರನ್ನ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಕಾರ್ಪೆಂಟರ್ಗೋ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಾರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾರನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಶೋರೂಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರೇ ಏನೋ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳು ಮಾಡಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಕೆಲವರು ಮಾತ್ರ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, one is the doctor, the psychiatrist or the psychologist. Okay, what they usually do, these mental health professionals, is they take a detailed interview of not only the patient, sometimes they interview their family members also, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸೈಕ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ದೆಮ್. ಓಕೆ, another important thing that you have to remember is the doctor will decide whether you are going through depression or an adjustment disorder. ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ many times what happens is when we are faced with a difficult situation, we may experience feelings of sadness. Okay, for example, ಈ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವೈರಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇಸರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ what a professional will do is he will try to differentiate between whether this is clinical depression ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಡಿಸೀಸು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೈಕೋಥೆರಪಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೇ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಅದು ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಸರಿಯಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್. Because the lockdown was lifted off, many people who were feeling sad during the lockdown may become all right once they start going to their job. So it's very important that we differentiate between clinical depression and adjustment disorder. Another thing is, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಕೆಲವು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಕನ್ಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕನ್ಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವರ ಮನೆಯ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಸರ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ತರ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಜನರ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಲ್ಸಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡದೆ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ರ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋದು. ಅಥವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಏನಕ್ಕೂ ಲಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ದವನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಚೇಂಜಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ which can make a person look like he is depressed. Avrige depression iddaga ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು. So you have, it's the professional, the mental health professional, the psychiatrist will be able to differentiate ಇವರಿಗೆ personality disorder ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಗಾಂಜಾ ಸೇವನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಾಣೋದು ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಕುಡಿಯುವಂತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸೊ it's very important to see whether this person who is taking alcohol every day chronically for so many years, whether he is depressed or not. It's important to see that. Okay, but innondu enandre, the professional will also judge whether these symptoms are mild and whether only counseling or psychotherapy is enough for this person, or if this person has moderate or severe symptoms where there is requirement for medicines. ಯಾವ medicines? Antidepressants. So ಆಂಟಿಡಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಂಟಿಡಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ರಾಂಗ್ ನೋಷನ್ಸ್. There are many antidepressants, which have come out recently in these last 2-3 decades, which are extremely safe to use. Okay, so ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಔಷಧಿಗಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾ ಬೇಡವಾ, ಏನು ಎಂತ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ there is a neurotransmitter, naravahaka, there is a chemical basically called as serotonin, okay, and norepinephrine, mostly serotonin. Okay, so what antidepressants do is they stabilize the levels of serotonin and norepinephrine. Okay, so many people, ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ದೇನೆ ಒಂಥರ ಬೇಸರ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಸರದ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳುದು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಸೊ there will be no reason, there will be no trigger for them. Okay, and still they will be facing depression. So what is usually happening in these people is there is some chemical imbalance in the brain which needs to be corrected with the help of these drugs called antidepressants. Okay, so ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ you can expect these things. Then what are the approaches to counseling? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಸೈಕೋಥೆರಪಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ನೀವು ಹೋದ್ರೆ, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೈಕ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯೂಶಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವರ್ತ್ಲೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he has just performed badly in one paper, but because of some of his childhood experiences or because how he has been brought up, he can directly get a thought that he is worthless, which is very personal remark to himself, alva. So instead of thinking that maybe I have not studied well, or maybe the questions were difficult, or maybe I can correct these problems so that I get good marks in the next internal exams, he is directly jumping to the conclusion that he is a worthless person, which is an error in thinking basically. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸೊಫಿಸ್ಟಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜಿಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಗ್ನಿಟಿವ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಅಥವಾ CBT ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಥೆರಪಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಈ ತರ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಶೈಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಏನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಸರ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಎದುರಾದಾಗ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಥೆರಪಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಟು think or brainstorm ways by which you can solve your problems or solve the problems in your life. Okay, so that is another strategy. Other thing is interpersonal relationships. Many people feel sad, or many people struggle with depression because of interpersonal problems, that is relationship issues. It may be a problem with your parents, it may be problem with your partner, it may be problems with your children. Okay, there may be some interpersonal relationships which are not correct. So some therapists will look at your interpersonal relationships and teach you how you can manage those interpersonal relationships. Another thing is addressing family dynamics. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಕೆಲವು ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವ್ಯವಹರಿಸ್ತೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, whether there are any problems in the way the communication happens in the family, whether that is the reason for you feeling sad, that can also be looked into. Okay, so these are some of the approaches that are taken for counseling or psychotherapy. Now there are some myths, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಪನಂಬಿಕೆಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಏನದು? ಒಂದು, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ರಾಂಗ್. somebody who is having depression is not weak. Okay, right? So personal weakness, character flaw, ಆ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Okay, that's absolutely wrong. Okay, I have seen innumerable people who have done wonderful things in their life, who are great achievers in life, and still they undergo through depression. Okay, right? So ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, medicines are for life. ಅಥವಾ once the psychiatrist starts some medicines, you will have to take it for life. That is not true. I personally have seen, my colleagues have seen so many people who take antidepressants for a year or two, or maybe few months sometimes if they are having minor problems, and they recover. Okay, so ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಡೀ ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, and medicines are not addictive. That is another wrong notion that people have. Medicines can be stopped under supervision. Okay, ನೀವೇ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಆಂಟಿಡಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸಡನ್ ನಿಲ್ಸೋದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ರೇಜಿ ಆರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಡ್. ಓಕೆ, take the example of Sushant Singh Rajput. You may have seen him during lot of movies, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಅವನ ಟಾಕ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವನ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ. He was not crazy or mad. Okay, so a person who is depressed is not crazy or mad. That notion we have to leave. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕಾಮಿಡಿಯನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಂಗೆ, I don't know. There is a comedian known as Danish Seth, okay, who had made this Kannada movie Humble Politician Nagraj. Okay, and he is very much on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and he was posting so many comedy videos during lockdown. They are very, very funny. Okay, he has told himself that he goes through depression. Recently on post hakidru, Sushant Singh Rajput death admele, he posted that how important it is to recognize depression. Looking at him, you really don't, looking at Danish Seth, he's the funniest person to be around. You don't think of depression at all, but still somebody can look okay outside but can have depression, and definitely they are not crazy or mad. Okay, they are normal. All right, and always there is a trigger ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಪ್ಪು. There is ಕೆಲವು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಟ್ರಿಗರ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಾಕ್ ಥೆರಪಿ, psychiatrists have almost stopped using electroconvulsive therapy or shock therapy, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡುವ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಇದಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. all are misconceptions. Okay, it's a very safe treatment, but we hardly use it these days because medicines are so effective. If you come very early when you are going through some tough time, we can give you wonderful medications which can get you out of depression. There is no need to give electroconvulsive therapy or shock therapy. It is usually a last resort. ಕೆಲವು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, suicidal tendency is attention seeking. ಅದೊಂದು, if somebody is telling outright that ನನ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಸತ್ಯ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇವನ್ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಈಸ್ simply trying to grab our attention ಅನ್ನುವ ಯೋಚನೆ ಏನಿದೆಲ್ಲ, that is foolish. Okay, many people also say that people who end up dying by suicide, they don't give any clues. It's absolutely wrong. They give enough clues. Okay, many times what happens is we neglect, we sideline, or even blatantly we say that ninge enagilla, you are absolutely all right. Simply you are telling all these things. I have seen many parents, many family members telling these things to people who are suicidal or who is having suicidal tendency. So suicidal tendency is not attention seeking. Okay, ಮತ್ತೆ depression is not contagious. I have seen so many people, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಸುಶಾಂತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ರಾಜ್ಪೂತ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುವಾಗ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೂ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿ ಸುಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಕೊಲೀಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಸರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೆಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅವನ್ಗೆ, ನನಗೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ. ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ರಾಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಶೀತ ನೆಗಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನ್ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವೈರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಹಾರಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ having some troubling times and he is going through depression, if you suspect that, definitely go sit with him, hold his hand, talk with him, provide support to him. Okay, in fact you will feel very good if you can help someone really. Okay, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಹ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, you will realize your own humanity and definitely it is not going to spread. Okay, so it is not contagious. ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಆತರ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? In fact, recently I got a message on Instagram from someone saying that why are you posting about depression again and again? It triggers me. Okay, I understand. Okay, that some people, when I have put some very harsh realities of life or life idu sufferings ಬಗ್ಗೆ post ಹಾಕುವಾಗ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಸರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆತರ ಬೇಸರ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ don't think that you will become depressed or don't think that you will become suicidal. It's not like that. Okay, that suddenly somebody will start getting it. Okay, so it's not contagious. Another important thing that I would like to tell is, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತವರೆಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟುಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸರ, ಎಂತ ನೋವು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅ ಬೌಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್, they have ended up becoming better human beings, they have ended up becoming better persons, and they feel that it's a life changing experience. It may feel ridiculous to some of you when I say this, but going through depression sometimes can definitely transform your life. So I have put this post recently. It takes the dark of the night for some flowers to bloom. Ee flower Brahma Kamala anta heludu, also known as the queen of the night. Okay, it only blooms at night, in the dark of the night. Okay, so many times, okay, when we are going through depression, when we are going through very difficult emotions, it is for a reason. It can change our life, it can transform our life. But sometimes you need some guidance and some professional help. But if you are able to manage yourself during that period, you will understand yourself better. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುವ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್. ಸೊ in the end, I would like to read this poem that I had written some time ago, and would like to end my session and open it to question and answer. Okay, so I wrote this after the demise of the star that happened recently. It's called Beginning. Okay, when world is dark with heavy clouds lingering and the path seems hazy and unforgiving, remember that the clouds are passing and the bright sun is at the brink waiting. The rays of hope will come and embrace you and carry you onwards in your journey. What seems an end may just be a new beginning. Let someone hold your hand and give you a listening. So with this, I would like to thank everyone once again for your patient listening. And I really want you to ask a lot of questions, because I feel that we don't talk about these things much. And that is the problem in the society at this point of time. If all of us start talking about this, people will be able to identify their problems very early. They will be able to get help very early, and they can definitely fight depression. So we can all together fight depression. Thank you so much.
Super.
Yes, doctor. I'll just have one question.
Yes.
Is there any scale of measurement for depression? Is in the
Yes,
initial
yes.
stage or begin, middle, or what is how you measure that?
Correct. Yes, yes. This is a very interesting question, Praveen. I am surprised that, coming from a non-medico, especially, okay, because many are not aware about these stuff. What we do is we definitely use certain scales. I will tell you the name of certain scales. Basically, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಸಮ್ ಟಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಬೈ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನರ್, ಓಕೆ, PHQ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನರ್ where you will have to answer few questions. I will tell you few examples. Okay, ellanu helalla. PHQ9 anta, it is for depression. So basically the questions will be like this. Have you felt that you have little interest or pleasure in doing things? Okay, and they would ask you to give a score for that. 0 for not at all, 1 for several days, 2 for more than half the days, and 3 nearly every day. Okay, little interest or pleasure in doing things. This is the question, and you will have to rate yourself by reading this question. Okay, bare questions, for example, feeling down, depressed or hopeless, or trouble falling or staying asleep, or sleeping too much. There are other 9 questions like this. If you rate it, it will give you a suggestion whether you may have features of depression. Okay, but ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ I will tell you this interesting thing. Sometimes we are unable to judge ourselves. For example, ನಾಳೆ ದಿನ ನನ್ಗೇನೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನನಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ, I would definitely go to some of my colleague and talk with him to understand whether I have depression. Hello. Yeah. So basically ನನ್ಗೇನೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿನೇ ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಷಯ ಬರುವಾಗ, ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುವಾಗ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಐ ಫೀಲ್. If you can screen yourself, if you feel that you have some minor issues, or you suspect that you may be going through depression, always seek help from a professional. That would that is something I would advise. And doctors, what they do is they use some sophisticated scales, like ಒಂದು HAM-D ಅಂತಿದೆ, Hamilton Depression Rating Scale ಅಂತ. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಆ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 15 days ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 1 month ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್. HAM-D is one of them. Okay, PHQ9 is a screening questionnaire which anybody can use just to see whether they are going through depression. Okay,
it's a self rating.
Okay. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ ಇದೆ. There are many apps like that. One app, one or two of the apps I have tried and I have suggested to my patients also. One is known as Youper, ಆಯ್ತಾ, YOUPER ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಯೂಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೂಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ನೌ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. And it will ask you, okay, if you are feeling sad, can you tell me what may be the reasons you are feeling sad? Or if you are feeling tensed, what may be certain things which are probably causing that? So ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ತರ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು 15 ದಿವಸ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೂಡ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಈ 15 ದಿವಸ, ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. Then definitely you can take steps to correct them. Okay. So if somebody is having minor problems, which is not really clinical depression, they can use tools like this which are easily accessible and mostly are freely available to manage themselves, manage their mood. Okay.
Okay. One more last question from my side, Doc. It is
Yes.
related to the previous one only.
Yeah.
E-rating, is there any criteria which is linked to the age? ಈಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೂಗುವಂತದ್ದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಗಿದ್ರೆ we have to define it as a kind of depression ಅಂತ. And what is that linked to the age?
Right. No, every scale, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ there is a population which it addresses actually.
Okay.
ಸೊ ಕೆಲವು ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಕೆಲವು ಜೀರಿಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಮೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಗೈಡೆಡ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು 20-25 ವಯಸ್ಸು ನಂತರದವರು, ಒಂದು 60 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಒಳಗಿನವರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಸ್ತು, ಮೈಕೈ ನೋವು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂಥರ ಏನು ಹಸಿವಿಲ್ದ ಹೆಂಗಾಗೋದು, ಈ ತರದ್ದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ವಯಸ್ಸಾದವರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗೂ ಈ ತರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸುಸ್ತಾಗೋದು, ಮೈಕೈ ನೋವು, ಹಸಿವಿಲ್ದೆ ಇರೋದು, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ 70-80 ವಯಸ್ಸಾದವರಿಗೆ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಏಜ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಹಾಗಾಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದವರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಏಜಸ್ ಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ.
ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ಓಕೆ,
ನಾನು ಓದಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಔಟ್. Is it a good idea to make enemies, jealous, competitors or detractors depressed by telling them that how well you are doing in life? When you know anything good in your life makes them feel miserable.
Okay.
Question by Pandran Malya anta.
Okay. I know ಒಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ದೇ ಮೇಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಮಿಷನ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಅನಾಯ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಥರದವರು ಕೆಲವರು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಇಸ್, ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಹುಟ್ತಾನೆ ಹಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಕೆಲವು ಕಾರಣಾಂತರಗಳಿಂದ ಆ ಥರದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿರುವಾಗ, ಸಣ್ಣ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಡುಗ ಸಣ್ಣ, okay Pandran, yeah, so basically see many people who at a young age experience lot of abuse at the hands of parents. For example, I recently had a patient who was tortured by his father so much that he ran away to Bombay at the age of maybe 8 or 10, that age. Can you imagine somebody running away to a totally different town because of the abuse by the alcoholic father? Okay, so now this person who at a young age had to run away from home because he had to escape from his dad because all the torture at home, he underwent lot of problems all throughout his life. Now he has become a photocopy of his father. Okay, so sadly he also is becoming very abusive. He is very argumentative. He does not understand the problems of his family members. So basically what you have to understand is, somebody who undergoes severe childhood trauma can become a person who can become an adult who does the same set of things. Okay, so when you think of that particular person, Pandurang, that whoever you are referring to, that they are insulting someone or they are humiliating someone, there is a very likelihood that they have also gone through something in their life which makes them this kind of a person. Okay, so you can still be compassionate towards that person, because I always believe that hurt people hurt. If you are hurt as a young person, it's very likely that you will hurt as an adult also, right? So hurt people hurt. So you definitely have to show some compassion even towards them. Okay, if not compassion, at least neglect them. Okay, and if you can be very practical and objective in the way you receive comments from them. For example, if they hurl an insult at you, if you can very objectively look at it and think that, let me not take this very personally. Why is he telling this? Is there something I can do for him to stop this? At least look at those things rather than, getting becoming too personal about it and feeling bad yourself. You should not be ending up feeling sad yourself. Okay, this is a very easy answer to give, but if you have a partner like this, or if you have a boss like this at office, it's extremely difficult. Okay, and many people really struggle to cope up with such kind of people, who enjoy probably insulting someone, or who will probably boast about themselves to show others down. Okay, but be compassionate towards them. If not possible, try to ignore them. Okay, by being very objective about their comments. Whatever they do, be very objective and understand why they are doing it. Okay, don't take it too personally. Hope I have answered your question, Pandran.
Fine. That is okay. I missed the initial point. I think, is it a good idea to do it? That's what was.
Okay. No, definitely not a good idea, na? So as I told, already, if we have to fight depression, we have to be kinder. Okay, we have to be kind to ourselves first. That is very important.
Question is Artha. Hello, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I'm Sister speaking. Thank you, congratulations, and thank you for the very practical and informative session.
Thank you.
I have one question, that is, you told about the Upper app.
Yes.
You said that we can track our own mood.
Correct.
But I would like to know, without any clinical consultation, can we do, because whether it will help us to judge correctly, or whether it will misguide us at times.
Okay. See, what I would recommend is, see, if you have been experiencing some sadness, just because that there is a clear trigger. For example, your boss shouted on you today, okay, and you started feeling sad immediately after that. Okay, so basically you are having some trouble coping with the stress that you are facing in your life at this point of time. Correct. So at that point of time, you can probably use these kind of apps to feel good about yourself. For example, the app also provides you techniques by which you can relax. Okay, right? So, and you can track your mood every day. And if you feel that, if you are feeling sad for 15 days or more than 1 month, and you have tried yourself all things and still you are unable to get out of that, definitely there is a need to seek help from a professional. Okay, but if you have been feeling sad for many months or many years, it's not at all a good idea to try yourself to do something about that, right? It's always best to seek help from someone. Okay, so and other thing is, if somebody is seeing a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or if they are on medications, they can definitely use these kind of apps to rate their mood every day and track their mood every day and identify what triggers their sadness or what triggers their anger. So they can also use that. Yeah, I hope I have answered your question, sister.
Yeah, doctor, there are many questions related to this one point.
Right.
How many minimum hours of sleep is required to avoid depression?
Right. So
I just summarized a couple of questions on the same line.
Yes. So thing is, sleep is an extremely important thing for mental health. People say that it is the cheapest medicine you can try. Okay, for not only mental health, for good physical health, keeping yourself away from all kind of immunological disorders, cancers, you name it, and every disorder, every disease that humans get affected by will have a role. Sleep has to play a role in those things, right? So basically there is no fixed guideline, but I think at least 7 to 8 hours is the ideal situation. That everywhere you see scientific literature, people will say that 7 to 8 hours is extremely important for good mental and physical health. But at least 6 to 7 hours in these modern times, which is very difficult to get 7 to 8 hours maybe for many of us, but at least 6 to 7 hours. And keep in mind that you don't do something on purpose to deprive yourselves of sleep, because what we do is we catch hold of our phone in the night, right? After we come from office, we have a busy life. If we catch hold of our phone at night, maybe 10 o'clock, okay, you are purposefully depriving yourselves of sleep. At least we can avoid that. Okay.
Yeah, doctor. One more question. Is it good to visit a psychiatrist periodically to check whether I'm having a depression or not?
Right. See, as I told, if you have a doubt that maybe, if you probably search literature, or you will use the rating scale that I advised, the screening questionnaire, PHQ-9, you see, and if you feel that you probably have depression, it's always advisable to see someone, okay, right? But see, repeatedly going and, asking help may suggest something else actually. For example, if you are repeatedly getting this doubt that whether I'm depressed, it may not be depression, it may be something else. It may be anxiety about your health, like whether I'm depressed, whether I'm having another disease. So this may
Doc,
be
the next question on the same line, whether that anxiety is a type of depression.
Right. So anxiety disorders are, very closely related to depression, but they are not the same. Okay. In depression, you have sad mood. Okay. Sad mood is the classical symptom of depression. Whereas in anxiety disorder, anxiety is an unpleasant emotion where you feel that something bad will happen. You don't know what is going to happen, but you feel that there is something bad that is going to happen. You may have fear or anxiety like that. So that is a feature of anxiety disorders. Many people with depression also feel, anxious. They also have anxiety, and there may be an overlap between depression and anxiety. Somebody with depression can have anxiety, or somebody who is suffering from an anxiety disorder for a very long time can develop depression also. They are very closely related, disorders. So they are not the same, but they can sometimes overlap. Okay. And one can be confused to the other also, right? For example, the same example that you are quoting now, whether it is good to go repeatedly and ask whether I am depressed. This may be more of an anxiety that I am having some disease. That's why I have to repeatedly go to the doctor and confirm whether I have depression or not, or whether I have coronavirus disease or not. Because if somebody is very anxious about their health, they may feel that they are depressed, because depression is a much more common term than some of the anxiety disorders. People don't know at all about certain anxiety disorders. So they may feel that they're depressed, correct? So hope I have answered their questions, Praveen.
Yeah, one more, having a less confidence people are, whether less confidence people are depressed people.
Right. So see, low self-esteem, okay, which is a very common problem. It's basically, in simple terms, people call it as inferiority complex, okay, where someone feels that they are lesser than people around them, okay. They are not good looking, or they don't speak well, or they are short, or they lack talent, or they are not good at anything. So people who have low self-esteem can think like this, okay. But what happens in depression is, a person who did not have these problems before suddenly starts feeling low about themselves, or inferior about themselves. That's what happens in depression. Whereas a low self-esteem starts at a very young age. Usually it starts at, in high school, teenage. It usually starts there, okay. Whereas in depression, what happens is, somebody who was all right till he got into this new job at the age of 25, he got into this new job, and there, after he went there, because it's such a stressful environment for him, started feeling very low or very inferior about himself. So basically, this is not low self-esteem here. This is depression causing this symptom of low self-esteem, okay. So you'll have to differentiate between the two, right? And always, whenever a client comes to us with depression, we always try to look into whether the person has low self-esteem from the beginning. And if that is the case, we try to address it with certain, techniques, right? What techniques a person can use is, basically, he can look at his self-talk. We all have a self-talk, no? We all talk to ourselves inside our head all the time. There is a voice in our head which keeps telling something about ourselves. So if your voice in your head is telling you very bad things, very harsh things, that, you are an idiot, you are stupid, you don't know what to do, you have got no talent. If you are getting those negative self-talk all the time, then you have to think whether I have low self-esteem, okay? And you need to work on that, okay? With the help of therapy, with the help of counseling, right? I think I have answered the question, Praveen.
Yes, doctor. I have a last question in my list.
Yeah.
If you get depressed, does it have an impact on your memory?
Absolutely, right? I told in the symptoms, which are clinical signs and symptoms, many people with depression feel that they have difficulty remembering very silly stuff. Usually They remember where they were born and where they studied or who were their classmates. They remember all old memories, but very recent memories, like for example, where did I keep my phone? Where did I keep the car keys? What did my wife tell to bring from the grocery shop? Such stuff, they may be very forgetful of such stuff. So children especially find it very difficult, or teenagers, because they, in their academic performance, depends on how much you can remember, how much you can retain and recollect, correct? So people, if teenagers become depressed and they have lot of memory issues, they can experience lot of academic issues. So yeah, Praveen.
Yeah, next one more question from Oswald Sunil. Sunil, you can proceed.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
very much, loud and clear.
Thank you. Excellent, doctor.
Thank you.
And I think it was really, touching as well. One of the questions I have is, say, example, people who are going through, let's say, early or late depression also.
Right.
Nobody like to agree that, because depression word is little bit a delicate word.
Correct.
And
correct.
their loved ones, maybe family or close friends, I mean, it's very difficult to have people with whom they can share.
Right.
And most of the time, what happens is we know that they need a help.
Correct.
And but the issue is with the effective communication. We do not know how to put it with them. Definitely, you put it across nicely that being compassionate. The concept was correct, but practicing in reality, I think the people around also require that. I would say training in a way that how they can communicate, so that we cannot tie a person and force it and bring it to you, to your clinic, right? Of course, we know you can do the magic, but that being the first enabler, listening to them, and those are little involved topics. So, any suggestion on that aspect?
Yeah, Sunil, I think this is an excellent question. Because I think as a society, as I told earlier, we are very uncomfortable sharing mental health issues, right? So not only general public, I find it that even doctors sometimes find it extremely difficult. So if doctors who understand the disease through and through find it difficult, even some psychiatrists who go through some trouble may find it very difficult to share it with someone. So it's because of the stigma associated with mental illnesses and lot of wrong notions that are associated with mental illnesses that people are not ready to open up about them. Okay. But what we can do is probably don't be too forcible or don't coerce them in the beginning. That is one tip I would like to give. For example, if you notice your colleague or if you notice a family member, is probably isolating themselves, or they are appearing dull or sad, they're avoiding social situations, what you can probably do is go and sit with them. Okay. Usually start with very, a casual conversation. Don't directly jump in and say, why are you looking depressed from, these many days, or, are you depressed? That's not how you really go about it. Okay. You have to beat around the bush in the beginning. We psychiatrists also do it. Many times kids are brought by parents saying that he's doing this, he's doing that, and all complaints. And when we beat around the bush, we just talk about football, or we just talk about their Instagram handles and all that. They feel comfortable. Once they feel comfortable, okay, this person is someone who is ready to listen to me. He's able to look at me as a person and not as a set of problems, right? He's able to look at me as an individual and as a person, and he's able to look at the humanity in me. People become very comfortable talking about even their deepest secrets, darkest secrets. Okay. So that coercion is not not at all recommended in the beginning. Just if you feel that after you develop a conversation and you indirectly ask them that you seem to be a little dull these days, or are you going through some trouble, you can definitely share with me. I'm always there with you. If you're not comfortable talking about it right now, you can always ring me up, or I can always come down here. I will always be there for you. At any point you can get in touch with me. Such kind of indirect proposal to really give help, offer of help, can make this person to open up to you. Okay. So no coercion in the beginning. lot of compassion, okay, lot of listening. I always tell to students, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so talk less, listen more, okay, and patient listening, very active listening. You should be appearing in your body language, you should appear as if you are very keen in listening to them. Avoid distractions, don't touch your phone, don't use your phone in between, don't receive calls, don't entertain something else in between the conversation. Give a very private conversation, and ensure them that you will maintain confidentiality, you will keep these things private, so through your body language and through the words that you say. And don't judge them, okay, that's extremely important. Second important point is don't judge them at all. For example, the moment a young teenager tells that I'm feeling sad, mama, they'll think, okay, what boyfriend, or what something happened in school, or did somebody do this, did somebody do that. We are always judgmental, okay, we immediately come to some certain conclusions, okay. So, and especially teenagers, they hate people who become judgmental about them, okay. So they never want to be judged, okay, they become rebellious if you judge them, right? So give them give them this feeling that this guy is not going to judge me. Even if I tell him about all the problems that I have, he may not feel bad about me, or he may not look at me in a different way. So don't coerce, be non-judgmental, and already I told, be very compassionate and be very available, okay. I saw recently in Facebook, everybody was putting that, okay, I have a fridge at home, I have coffee there, I have this, that, and all. I think just a superficial invitation like that won't really help, okay. So you have to really persist, you have to call them up again and again, okay. Maybe tell them that they're you are always there, okay. So basically it needs lot of persistence from your side, lot of patience from your side. Only then you will be able to succeed, okay. Hope I've answered your question, Sunil.
Yes, doctor, sure, you have answered to the point. Really appreciate. Thank you.
Team, anybody else having any questions, please free to ask. Is there any questions by anybody?
Yeah, there were more questions were there. Actually, what we did is I have posted your Facebook link as well as even personal WhatsApp group. If somebody needed, I'm very sure they can reach you. Lack of time, we have start the program.
All right. Yes, sure. I'm always available through, you can inbox, you can send message to the inbox and I can reply, Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, it's been a wonderful discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. I request sister, do you want to have a talk? I'm sorry, go ahead, sister.
No, just wanted to ask doctor whether to see whether the self-talk is good always, or just wanted. That's just one doubt I have, whether the self.
Yeah. So, sister, actually, self-talk is something which we all have, right? And we can't really stop it, okay? And how we develop this self-talk is because of years of our childhood experience as a young person. Other people, what they have told us, okay? If somebody has commented on my looks all my life, probably I will develop certain thoughts in my head, some talk in my head which is related to that, right? So if somebody keeps on telling me that, okay, you are short, I may get a self-talk in my head that I am short, okay? So basically this self-talk develops because of our experiences, early life experiences, okay? Usually as a young child. So nobody can stop it. It's always there, okay? Only thing is we can become more aware of it, okay? And what we can do is maybe we can journal it. We can write down on a piece of paper what are the kind of thoughts that we are getting, okay? And try to analyze it and look at how many of them are really factual. Are these facts? Are these things a reality? Or is it something which I have just told myself wrongly, okay? So it also takes a lot of time for the self-talk to change. It won't happen overnight. So one need not feel bad about themselves. Be very compassionate. It's okay to have these kind of thoughts, okay? Right. So, maybe that has answered your question, sister.
Host, one more question.
Yes.
My sister, we are listening, I think, as a family to you here
Right.
in my hometown, Karkala. So,
right.
yeah, one question from my sister. Yeah.
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
I have a question. Like, why olden days people didn't have so much depression, like compared to today? Like, people are. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. See, it is not correct saying that people earlier did not have depression. Depression has been there. It has been documented from time immemorial. Okay. From a, you look at the most ancient of the civilizations, there are indicators that people were getting depressed. Okay. So it is something which we always, as human beings, we have lived with. Okay. And, as I told, depression need not be seen in a bad light always. Okay. Yes, I agree that it can lead to some devastating things in some people's lives, but depression, a bout of depression can also be transformative. It is something which probably we as humans have evolved, and it's part of our life. Okay. Right. So, but I do agree with you that the rates of depression have increased now. Okay. It was there earlier, but have increased now. And there are reasons for that. One is probably, lack of value systems. Our value systems are deteriorating. Our human value systems are deteriorating. Family systems are deteriorating. We are becoming nuclear families as time passes by. There are no joint families to support us. Okay. For example, a young mother would have two grandmothers and would have other sister-in-law and a lot of people at home to help probably with the caring of the child. But now people in Bangalore, they have to put their baby in a creche, right? So that's really difficult. So the lack of integrity in the family, there is no family support system. That is another thing. And our lifestyles. Okay, how our lifestyles have changed. We deprive ourselves of sleep, right? Rushing through our life and always into this rat race all the time. That is given a medal, and that is given a star rating. If you are rushing always, you are doing a lot of stuff, you are busy everywhere, you are there everywhere, wherever you go, people appreciate you. People think that, okay, this guy is doing very well in life. I think that needs to stop. I think probably the coronavirus pandemic was a probably slap on the face of humanity, because it has shown us that there are a lot of other things which are important than just rushing into, in the name of progress, we just rush with our lives and rush with, with the modern life. That has to stop. I think these may be some of the reasons why, as I told earlier, depression rates are increasing in urban metros, okay, rather than villages. And also as years pass by, the rates of depression and suicide are increasing. So, these are some of the reasons. Yeah. Thank you for the question.